So I saw this posted on the forum, decided to make a video on what I've done for my followers, and maybe we could make it into a plugin or something would be nice. I've always been a fan of how Chrono Trigger did their followers, so I tried to make a process that was very similar to that. As you can see, they're both events. They're both my party, but they're being portrayed as events. One's following me, the other one's following the other event. And they go fast when they get out of range. They walk in a little bit, and then they stop when they are out of range. The response is pretty, for the most part, pretty smooth. Sometimes you get a little issue when you start walking again. Sometimes they look a little like they're glitching out, but to me, it looks fine. So this is what I got going on in the event. This is the script that I'm checking for, and I'm not even going to try to describe it because I had help from Zarsla from Discord and Porgy from the forums here. I hope I said that right, but they helped me find this math, I guess. But you're just making sure that the event number is in these right places, and then you're making sure this, in my mind, I think, how many spaces away do I want this to be till it triggers? It's kind of how I'm thinking. Make sure you change both of them. So what I have is I have a page one. I make sure that it's when the actor's in. You don't have to. I have it set to a custom with a Yanfly movement route script to move to player. It was the smoothest one. You could also get away with this, but for some reason this was a lot smoother. You're going to want this to be the fastest. This first page is going to be when the event is the farthest away from you, so it's going to be running. You're going to want it parallel process, and also make sure the frequency is the highest. It's going to be checking to see if it gets closer. If it does get closer to you, I have it by I'm not sure how to explain it, but I have it by if it's 2 spaces away. If it's greater than 2 spaces away, then it's going to hit switch A. Switch A is going to bring the same thing, except for it's going to be a normal speed, still parallel, still moving towards player. It's going to start a label because you're going to be checking to see if you get out of range again. If you are within 3 squares, because I wanted it to be one more. I didn't want them to start running right away. I wanted there to be a delay of running away. So I just made sure that the starting to run again is one more than the current stopping to run. And then as long as that's the case, it's going to be looping. The second something changes, so if it gets farther away than 3 again, it's going to turn the self switch A off. It's going to bring it to this page. Otherwise, it's going to be checking for if it's less than or equal to 2. And they are the same, but it does make a difference because when this happens, it's going to bring it down to a slower speed, which is then going to turn switch B on and bring it to a stop. So, and it's going to even bring it at slower speed. So you're getting that smooth stop transition by doing it, even though it's the same number. The way that the events are changing, I guess, in rapid succession, it's smoothing it out, and it works fine. So then you get to page 3, which is the B switch, no movement. I have it on 3 slow, parallel still, and you're going to be looping as long as it's less than 2 now. It's not moving. So once you get less than 2, turns the B switch off. It now comes to here, starts determining whether you are, basically it determines real quick whether you're not moving again or whether you are you're moving, but you're within 3. So you moved 1 tile basically. And then if you're anything above 3, it's going to throw the switch off, which is now going to make the event run again towards you. So, and then I personally have an extra page for when I want the follower to just stop completely. I'm doing on-map battle system, so I need the player to stop when I need it. And so that's pretty much it. It'd be great if we could get this in a plugin. I'm not sure, but until then, this works really good if this is what you were looking for. All right, good luck.